What's up, guys? Welcome back to Collecting and Hobbies, and today we're going to do another Masters of the Universe review over the Origins Wind Raider Assault Lander. Wings and tail move, has a grappling hook and winch, carries He-Man on surprise raids, and look at the artwork on this. We got the Wind Raider, which is a classic vehicle. And all of a sudden now, we got these dark Wind Raiders. Trying to get a zoom in. There's Skeletor inside of a Wind Raider. And don't worry, there's better images of it on the other side. We got a whole bunch of what looks like Shadow Beast, which kind of look like they're from the Masterverse line or something, or Revelations. And we got comic book Stratos, which was in Wave 7. Got Castle Grayskull back here with somebody manning the cannons, which can't really tell who it is. But then we got little thing here, includes hover display stand. Comes unassembled, so you got to put a couple of pieces together. On the other side of the box, now this is a vehicle I've never seen before, and as far as I know, hasn't been released in any way, unless maybe this is a 2000X vehicle that I don't remember. It's got like a catapult looking thing, kind of looks like a battle ram by the wheels and the color. And we got Man-at-Arms there, Beastman with a silver mace, Merman, and then we got, it kind of looks like a Bashosaurus, but it's got these big cannons and what looks like to be a catapult. Okay, so on the bottom there's nothing, just the barcode. Now we'll get into the other side, which has the has Zodak fighting what looks like kind of another Zodak, but this time with a helmet on and a shield and a magical axe or something. We got the Eternian Goddess, or the Green Goddess, with some kind of special staff. It's not the one she comes with. Looks similar to the Sorceress's staff with the eagle wings, which I actually have right here. Looks similar to that, but not quite. Looks more like a horns. Looks more like horns. Kind of like a Skeletor staff in the Masters of the Universe live action movie. Okay, so we got more artwork on the back. And there's that Wind Raider I was showing you on the front. This is what they call the Dark Raider. And supposedly we may be getting that in 2022. There's been some leaks lately. This is March 2022. And supposedly that's on the list. Or at least that's what Toy Habits, I guess, is saying. And there's Faker there. There's He-Man, Teela, fighting with her shield and her snake staff, which is rare. We normally don't see that. That was like in the classic vintage line from 1982. But in the comics, she was always blonde, or most of the time. There's Beastman back there with that silver mace again. Some frog-looking dude. Kind of looks like Reach from the Horde a little bit, but looks more like a frogman. There's that guy that looks like Zodak with the helmet and the axe. And there's Zodak over here again, kind of with like the Cronus gun, the one that comes to Castle Grayskull and Web Store, but like in black. There's Castle Grayskull. And there's the cannons, but I don't see anybody on the cannons. But yeah, so we got a whole bunch of artwork here. Really awesome looking. And that frog dude is actually on the other side here too. Kind of hard to see. There he is. Some kind of silver space gun. So it makes it hard to even open these things. It makes you want to buy two just for the artwork. because the artwork is so great. And here's Castle Grayskull, new for 21. Wind Raider. This started showing up in America about June and July of 2021. There's Battle Armor He-Man, a Skeletor, Buzzsaw Hordak. Those are all deluxe figures, the 1999 ones. Adjustable hover stand for a flying display, so you can actually attach it to your Castle Grayskull. Rolling wheels rides He-Man into battle. Wind back with winch. Launch grappling hook, and do not aim at eyes or face. Only use projectiles supplied with this toy. Do not fire at point blank range. So I guess that means this thing actually launches off. If you see, there's a button. So I guess it has a spring-loaded mechanism, which I think the original one, I don't know. Some of these Wind Raiders, I believe, just you push the button and you can hold it, or you can just pull it out, or you can twist it back up like the Mega Constructs one. It doesn't actually fire off with a spring-loaded mechanism or anything. Alright, so let's crack it open, see what we got in this box. So if you're wondering how to get this, I got mine during the Target Circle sale, where if you remember a Target Circle, you just get the app and you become a member with your email address. Actually, technically, that's all you need is an email address and the internet. You can, if you have the app, you get special coupons all the time. And I got this with a 20% off coupon, and then you get 5% off for your Target. If you have a red card, or if it's your birthday coming up, they send you a 5% off coupon. And so the price that this is going for online right now is about $27. Like on Walmart, Amazon, Target, it's about $27.49. You can get as low as $26.38 or something like that. So they price matched it with $26.38, plus I got the 20% off, or 25% off. And so my total price with tax was like $21 and something. So I got a really great deal on this. And this is just the instructions attached to the castle platform. Attach the hover stand from the base. It looks like all the stickers are pre-applied. Now watch me be wrong. Okay, so yeah, so very simple stuff. Just put on the rotor in the back and then plug the wings in. And one-time assembly, meaning probably that you're not supposed to pull it apart. It's not meant to come apart again. Now that part you can go off and on with. You can plug the Wind Raider into that peg and place a figure in the Wind Raider. Figure's not included. Not for use with some of the Masters of the Universe. So that means figures like Ram Man that don't have bendable legs and stuff like that. Now they did upscale this. Okay, wind back the grappling hook and load it into the Wind Raider. And it should click, press button to launch the grappling hook, and then again, don't aim it at your eyes. So I guess that means it's got a, launching feature this time around. Alright, so here's the bottom. These are just loose in bags. And there's some more stuff. And you got these little slats that hold the Wind Raider in. I think you just twist them. And here's what you get in the other side. Or actually, that's upside down. It looks better that way, though. This is the way it actually is in the box, in the package. You got a couple of rubber bands holding everything in. And this thing. Okay, so that's stuck in there real good. As far as the don't want to yank on that because it's all the rope. So all right, so cut these rubber bands down here. Get the tail out. Get these rubber bands up here. Get the wings off. There's the wings. And looks like I'm going to have to cut this rubber band as well. Okay. And like I said, what was that? I don't know, something clear fell out on the ground. These you have to twist. There you go. Just like that. Pull it out. Actually holds the wind raider inside. It's actually plugged into the toy itself, the plastic of the toy. And there you go. Now it's completely fallen out, except for the grappling hook, which is still in the plastic. Okay, so it's rubber banded in as well. That's why it wouldn't come out before. Sorry it's taking so long. Alright, there we go. Just let all the plastic bits fall down. I think that's all that was down there. Yeah, it's just a clear bubble that was holding stuff in. Alright, so as you can see, there's this button here. This one does not look like it. Yeah, that's just molded. That doesn't actually move. So you can wind it up like this. Now you're going to have a certain amount. Let's see how long this goes. Not very far, actually. So it only goes maybe a foot at the most. Not even that. About 10 inches. Doesn't go very far. So if you want to launch the actual projectile, you're probably gonna have to, have it loose like that. Put it in. There you go. And fire away. Wow. Okay, so that's got some pretty strong spring action to it. So that's pretty cool. Then if you want to wind it up like that, there we go. And oh, it still takes it with it. I guess I didn't really see that. I was looking at the camera. I guess that made it spin around. I'm not really sure, but I think that's what happened. So it's got some clear plastic wheels on the bottom. So it's some sculpting details. It's got some like exhaust ports or something down here. These ventilation things. Some high-tech gadget, circuits and everything. And 228. So this was made in like July or June 2021. Sounds about right, because that's when they started hitting store shelves. As you saw that, you probably saw that. I just pushed that back on there. The sticker was actually coming off. Gel stickers, unfortunately, they do that, especially with the WWE rings and stuff. So be careful with that. You might need to actually glue those back down. That is very disappointing. My land shark is like that too with the eyes. See, it just keeps on popping back up. So yeah, they need to do something better there. They need to make them more sticky or make the adhesive better. See, it's already popped back up again. And I don't like that at all. So definitely email them about that. Because if you don't, they won't change. You gotta complain or they won't listen. If they don't listen, then you can't get nothing better. So I highly recommend you complain. It's not going to prevent them from making new stuff, but it'll just make them make stuff better. Keep in mind that they screwed up the first time around. Alright, so here's the clear display stand. Here's this thing. So I'm liking the fact that it comes with all these extra pieces. These display stands, it definitely increases the value, especially when you have stickers that won't stay on. That's something I'm going to definitely knock some points off for when I review this. So here's this part. This obviously goes right here. Alright, so technically speaking, you could take this off. Still got the, looks like it's got the sparkles, just like the Castle Grayskull does. But these look more white than like glittery. So it looks like they tried to keep it a little bit, consistent, but it actually looks better the other way. So there's that hole. Obviously that plugs into there. You only plug it in one way. And now this part you might be able to pull out. And you can put the cannon down there from the Castle Grayskull. And I'm sure you could. Now this, I believe it goes in this way. Because if you did it this way, it would kind of fall backwards. So I think it goes this way. Where's the instructions? Just to make sure. Yeah, so it's supposed to flow forwards. Bend towards, forward side. So you can use this as, a little base or whatever, I guess. And then if you want to put this on there to attach it, let's see, how are you supposed to plug this into Grayskull? Oh, okay, so I think this part removes. I think you can remove it by plugging this into it. Yeah, then pulling it out. And then you can plug this part into where the cannon normally plugs into on the top of this Castle Grayskull, and that's how you hold it up with this. So this is meant to come out. That's why it's not in there real firm. But it does stay in, it's not going to fall out or anything. So let's get the pieces together here. So this goes in like this, push up to get it in the hole in the back, and then just push it forward, and there we go. I got a rotating tail rudder, and then I'm looking to see if it says left or right or anything like that on the wings. It doesn't, I don't see anything. So this looks like the right wing to me, because when I was pulling them out, it looked like left and right. So there we go. There's that. And the left wing, just plug it in right there. Very, very simple. And once you do that, you just made a ginormous. It's going to take up a lot of space because you just increase the size of it. Instead of like 8 inches, now it's got like a 12-inch wingspan. All right, so the last thing we'll do is we'll put the wind raider on top of this. Now I'm going to show you the inside of the cockpit. Here's the. If you look closely, you can actually look down there There's the peg right there for the stand. But that thing is so deep. We're talking like from here, see that sticker keeps popping back up, all the way down to about in here. So that's a good 6 or 7 inches. And you could probably even hide a figure, stick a figure, Orco, or maybe a small Origins figure or something. You could probably stick somebody down there and hide them in there. Like if you didn't want them to know that they were flying in there, like you've captured somebody. This thing rolls pretty good. That's nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and check this out one more time. Pull this up. And I don't know if it goes in. Yeah, so it goes in with the rope part on the bottom where it's tied up. It goes in like this. Now watch this part. See if it actually spins. No, it didn't. But it's still shot out just fine. And hopefully that's tied nice and tight or glued, because you don't want it to come off like web store. But yeah, so you can make this shoot out even if it's wound up all the way in there. And it's got rolling wheel action, just like it says on the box. And you got rotating wings. Yeah, rotating rudder. And most of all, this looks a lot bigger than the original Wind Raider. The original Wind Raider was slightly larger than a regular figure, and you could barely get the figure in. Now this one is not quite as large as what they show on the cartoon, where they can seat, 2 people up here, and Battle Cat resting in the back seat or whatever, or Orko. But let's go ahead and show you with some action figures how well you can actually, fit people in there. So this is Eddie Guerrero from the 7-inch WWE line. Now Eddie Guerrero is only like 5'8" in real life, so he's a little bit shorter than maybe a full-size, Undertaker figure. But this is, a 7-inch figure line, and he fits in there very easily. He actually looks natural in there. It looks like it was made for him almost. Actually, to some extent, it looks a little bit too big for him. And they did, like I said, they upscaled this so you can use them with your Masters of the Universe Classics action figures, your Origins, your Vintage figures, and the Masterverse. So here's John Cena from Origins. He's like a regular Origin size figure, and he fits in there, perfectly. It's from Masters of the Universe, Masters of the WWE Universe, I mean. And then here's a regular Origins figure. Here's Skeletor. My He-Man's in my closet, so Skeletor. If they're gonna make that Dark Raider, there you go. Because all they gotta do is change the wings and this thing. So he fits in there nicely. And with plenty of space. Like these figures, they're only taken up like a little bit past, like right in here. And, look how deep that is. You can see that again. I had to shine a flashlight on it, but it's very deep. It's like, there you go. I can stick all of my fingers in there. So it's a good 2 or 3 inches deep once you get past the control board. So here is a Masterverse figure. Here's He-Man. He's got that loincloth that's real soft. And he fits in there just perfectly. I mean, perfectly. That is just the right size for him. This is a perfect size vehicle for all of your Masters of the Universe Masterverse figures. I mean, you can actually I take his weapons out of his hands, which is not easy to do because they're very hard plastic. Let's see, I bet you could probably, like I said, you can almost hide a figure in here. And this is a full 7-inch He-Man figure. He is a full 7 inches tall. And without this armor on there, I could probably squish him in there even further. And you can get him laying down in there comfortably. So this will definitely fit all of your classics figures easily. So that's a very good thing that Mattel did. It's a good thing that they upscaled it. Maybe some people might not like that it's so large because the Origins figures are so small. And now this is something I was going to try out for myself. Just always wondered, could you fit Sorceress in here? Because she's got wings. You know, she's got these big old wings on her. So she could do like the Admiral Hodo maneuver, blow up the Death Star or Super Star Destroyer by just, you know, flying the Wind Raider directly, suicide style, right into a large vehicle and winning the day. And she wouldn't even have to worry about it because she's got wings. You know, she can turn into Zor, or you could use Buzz Off to do it. So let's see if Sorceress could do that. Now, the Sorceress's wings are fully expanded, but you can get her to sit there, but the wings are kind of holding her up, so her butt's not actually touching the seat. Now, let's see what happens if you fold the wings down. They are rubbery, so if you don't mind them getting warped a little bit, you can actually fit her in there too. So this is one of the things why they're saying, you know, it may not work with certain Masters of the Universe figures, but you can actually get her hands on the grips and make it look like she's flying the Wind Raider. So it is something you can do. And you might want to buy 2 Sorceresses. That's kind of hard a word to say. If you actually want to do that, so you don't bend the wings up, or you might want to cut them off, or I don't know. My Sorceress came in the package with a warped wing because it was caught between the plastic and where she was supposed to be. And I heated it up. It stayed for a while, but eventually it just... And I knew it was like that, but this one had the best paint job of all the ones that I found that day, so I got it anyways. I wasn't even sure. I mean, I fully intend to open all of my Origins because I don't want to keep. I want to open everything. Bottom line. All right, guys. So that is the Origins Wind Raider. There's a lot of really cool stickers on here. Really nice details. I don't know. It's kind of a weird looking. Kind of looks like a goose or something flying, or a turkey. I do think it is somewhat of an improvement, or quite a bit of an improvement actually, over the original, but I don't have the original here with me. And to get one perfect would cost a pretty penny, probably a lot more than this one did. And I mean, it's even got these things to make it look like it's flying. I don't think the original did. It's got rolling wheels, and they're clear, so it rolls just like a Hot Wheel would pretty well. It's got firing action features. It's a definite pickup for me. I just wish the sticker was a little bit better. That might be something that's better on later versions. Maybe they improved it. Probably not, but maybe. Definitely complained to Mattel. And this actual base that it comes with, this extra base, the little computer readouts and everything, definitely adds value. For $30, this is a great deal. I mean, the way it's packaged, it looks kind of funny. because it kind of looks like a boat, and then the wings and the rudder and everything are somewhere else in the packaging. But when you unload everything that you get, that looks like more than $30 worth of stuff to me. It's big. It fits all of your Masters of the Universe figures, all of them. Like, I mean, all the regular lines. I'm sure you could put minis in here too, but they'd obviously be undersized. There you go. Okay. So it just kind of crashed. This is kind of heavy. So if you want to make it, I mean, it'll still fly though. It's just the way I had it. It automatically went down. That's kind of a concern. It's probably not a good thing, but you do need to, have it adjustable, I guess. So it probably can go a little further back. There we go. Make it look like it's flying. Just notice this decal's not really on there real perfectly. It's got a wrinkle in it. Oh no, this sticker's coming off. Yeah, so I mean, if you're real picky about that, see, this one's wrinkled up too quite a bit. Might want to get some repro stickers or better stickers if you're really concerned about that, or if they start coming off. Maybe call Mattel. Maybe they can send you a sticker sheet or something. They'll probably just send you another one or a refund. But yeah, I really like this Wind Raider. It's really awesome to me. It would be nice though if this thing could kind of like go from a different pivoting, so it would pivot like all directions and not just up and down, to make it really look like it's flying in different directions, like angles and everything, like moving it in different angles. That would be really cool. So I mean, in hindsight, maybe certain things should be better about it. Definitely the stickers. That's my main problem with it. But as it is, for $30, or definitely for the price that I got it, $20, that's an amazing deal. Highly recommend it. Go pick it up. It works with all your figures, like I've said numerous times, which is a really, really cool thing, because you could literally put any Masters of the Universe figure in here. So that's my review. Go get one.